Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Buddy Stand. Today we're going to talk about putting up a ladder stand. We had mentioned this in another episode. So what we're going to do is put this together and then we're going to put it up this tree right here. We're going to stand that up and I'm going to show you how you can do this with just one person if you don't have anybody helping you. I've got a camera girl today, but I don't know if she'll be helping. So we're going to go ahead and start by putting these sections together and we're going to use these safety pins to go through that. Show you how we do this. Alright, so now that we got everything in alignment here, we're on the back side of where we'll be walking. We're going to climb on the opposite side. So they leave the flips on the back side so when you're walking up and getting into the woods to hunt, whether it be the morning or the evening, you don't actually brush against them where they may make a sound and deer might hear that. So we'll put the other one in this section here. We're going to come down, put this section together, and then we'll put the pins in there. This section went in pretty easy. This one here. The reason why they give you those pins is once you have this set, what can happen is that bottom section could sink down into the dirt that you put it on and it could separate while you're in the tree stand, and then you could have a section fall and then you would collapse and possibly fall out of your tree stand. So, we're always talking about safety and safety first. So that's why we're going to put those in. We're good to go with everything else. We're going to stand this guy up and go ahead and set him up the tree and see what we can do here by ourselves. So if you're by yourself, what I would recommend, we're in a pretty dense place right now, is to get the bottom set up by the tree and then we can walk it up ourselves. So with that guy over there, put this. Kind of have a foothold against that, and then we'll just kind of walk this end up over here. See how we're doing this? We got the foot at the bottom, just kind of walking it up rung by rung, and we're at the back. So, this is not the side of the tree that I want to hunt from. I actually want to be hunting in that direction. So we're going to take and turn this. So what we'll do is kick that bottom out. And we can get that top where we want it. And we're just slowly walking around the tree. And we'll watch how our foot is here. See that it's hooked on a log there. So we'll move things. Get them where they need to be. That's looking pretty decent right there. We're going to go ahead and get a bar set up in here, and then that'll brace that, and I'll show you what we're going to do after that. So here we go. This is that bar. I had to do a little bit of adjusting with the foot to get that out. How silly is that? So what you want ideally is this bar to be maybe halfway or at least head height in here, so it'll help support when you're walking up this so it doesn't bow in and out. So we're going to go ahead and get this adjusted here, and I'll show you how to fix it then. So we'll put it in about the middle, and then there's a bolt that's going to go down through. We'll tighten this here too, so it's going to stay right there. This is a little bit rusty, so we're going to use something to help tighten it. You know, not every tree stand you have is going to be brand new out of the box. You know, this could be something that you get on Craigslist, eBay, you know, something like that, or you just want to save a little bit of money. You just want to make sure that it's safe for being in. Now, this is mine, so I know that it's going to be safe. So tighten this up here. Just tighten that wing nut a little bit, just make it snug so it's not going anywhere. And then with this, you want to come over here, camera girl, I'll show them. There's holes in the V that goes into the tree here. You just tie that to the one end so that you have one end of this secure. And then we're going to bring this around the tree, and that'll keep this from going in and out. And then we'll tie this snug so it stays close to the tree. You can use any kind of knot on here. Just something to keep it in place.
Okay.
All right, so now that we got the bar up, we've got that adjusted and tightened up. What I do if I'm climbing up a tree by myself is I bring a ratchet strap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ratchet this around the tree so we can get this tight so it pulls it into here. So when I climb up that ladder, I feel more secure until I can get to the top, and then put the ratchets on up there. Let's go ahead and get that. And we'll just hook it right to the ladder itself. Keep it right around the same height as your ladder there. There, it feels pretty good like that. So now what we'll do is we'll climb up here. I'm going to get that ratchet on there, and I'm going to take my other one with me. And then you have the option. I put a chain on mine if I'm on somebody else's land or public land. That way they won't get stolen. We're on public land today, so we're allowed to have this stand up here. I'm going to go up top and ratchet that on, put the second ratchet, and then we'll get that chain and we'll wrap things up after that. Alright guys, hey, so that's what I was talking about. We got the chain hooked up to my tree stand. Just feel a little bit more secure that it's not going to get stolen or anything like that. And it's an extra safety measure, so if anything would happen with your straps, you've got the chains that are going to help keep you up here. The other thing that I added, you see the carabiner with some parachute cord. So we'll drop that down. That's what's going to help bring our bow up here, okay? Hit the bow up to that and pull that on up here. This is the cover that I'm talking about. So you can see out through there. It's a gas line that comes down here. There's Ann, the camera girl. She's waving to you. And then there's the creek bed. You can see the gas line post right there. And then it goes up the other side there. So as you can see, we're in off the trail about 20 yards. And we're high in a tree. Everything's going downhill. So I'm going to range some areas to see just exactly what this distance is. You know, we'll range again when we're in the stand itself. But the only thing that I'm missing in my setup now is a bow hook. So I can hook it either to the tree, or they've got ones that'll actually clamp to the bar here itself. I'll get that so I can have my bow and arrow knocked and ready, just in case something would happen to come by that's, you know, we're looking at size and we're looking at meat also to fill the freezer. So that's what I got for you right now. We'll be back with another episode another time.